Okay, good morning. Now, last time we have seen production system and state space search examples. Today again I will revise it so that most of the students will understand it. Therefore, general problem solving production systems. Production system is one of the formalisms that helps AI programs to do search process more conveniently in state space problems. This system comprises of start, that is initial state, and goal, that is final state of the problem, along with one or more databases consisting of suitable and necessary information for the particular task. Generally, knowledge representation schemes are used to structure information in these databases. Production system consists of number of production rules in which each production rule has left side that determines the applicability of the rule and the right side that describes the action to be performed if the rule is applied. Left side of the rule is current state, whereas the right side describes the new state that is obtained from applying the rule. These production rules operate on the databases that change as these rules are applied. Therefore, again, production systems provide appropriate structure for performing and describing search processes. A production system has four basic components as enumerated below. A set of rules, each consisting of a left side that determines the applicability of the rule and a right side that describes the operation to be performed if the rule is applied. A database of current facts established during the process of inference. A control strategy that specifies the order in which the rules will be compared with facts in the database and also specifies how to resolve conflicts in selection of several rules or selection of more facts. A rule firing module. The production rules operate on the knowledge database. Each rule has a precondition that is either satisfied or not by the knowledge database. If the precondition is satisfied, the rule can be applied. Application of the rule changes the knowledge database. The control system chooses which applicable rule should be applied and ceases computation when a termination condition on the knowledge database is satisfied. Therefore, this 8 puzzle rule, this video we will see. 8 puzzle rule means what? This is in this example or in this puzzle, total 9 squares are there and one square is vacant. Now this is the initial state 2, 3, 4, 8, 6, 1, 7, 0, 5. Therefore, what you have to do? You have to move this blank square box in such a way that you have to move the blank square box only up, down, left, and right. These four conditions are there. Through these four conditions only you have to move this square block, and you have to arrange all these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like this manner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Therefore, this is 8 puzzle problem. Now this is the production system problem. Now we'll see this video, then you will understand how this problem is solved. Please listen. Now last time there was no audio.
नाउ वी विल सी 8 पजल प्रॉब्लम एक्चुअली 8 पजल प्रॉब्लम को मेनली किस तरह से सॉल्व करते हैं वो डिस्कस करने से पहले हम देखते हैं कि 8 पजल प्रॉब्लम क्या है। तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो दिस इज द फर्स्ट बॉक्स। यहाँ पे जो नंबर्स दिए हुए टोटल 9 बॉक्स है, उसमें टोटल 8 नंबर्स दिए हुए हैं। तो ये है हमारा स्टार्ट स्टेट। स्टार्ट स्टेट में आप देख सकते हो कि सारे नंबर्स रैंडमली अरेंज किए हुए हैं, लेकिन ये जो स्टेट है ये हमारा गोल स्टेट है। गोल स्टेट में आप देख सकते हो कि सारे नंबर्स प्रॉपर्ली अरेंज किए हुए हैं, और ये जो है वो है ब्लैंक स्पेस आप बोल सकते हो या एम्प्टी स्टेट बोल सकते हो। यहाँ पे आपको क्या करना है, प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करना है बाय मूविंग दिस ब्लैंक स्पेस। अब ये ब्लैंक स्पेस को मूव करके प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करना है, बट कंडीशंस आर कि आप इसको मूव कर सकते हो डाउन, अप, लेफ्ट एंड राइट। हम इसको डायगोनली मूव नहीं कर सकते। दैट मींस अगर आप यहाँ से यहाँ मूव करना चाहते हो तो आपको ये पाथ फॉलो करना होगा या फिर ये पाथ, लेकिन आप डायरेक्टली यहाँ मूव नहीं कर सकते हो। यू हैव टू यूज एनी ऑफ फोर। ओके, अब हमें इस प्रॉब्लम को समझना है, तो हम इसको मूव करेंगे तो फर्स्ट स्टेप हमारा क्या होगा, ऑब्वियसली हम दूसरे कोई डिजिट को मूव नहीं करेंगे, हम इसको ही मूव करेंगे, ये जो ब्लैंक स्पेस है उसको। तो फर्स्ट हमारा जो इनिशियल स्टेट है उसको हम किस तरह से डिफाइन कर सकते हैं। सो यू कैन सी यहाँ पे हम 1 2 3 4 8 0 एंड 7 6 5। ओके, ये हमारा इनिशियल स्टेट है, स्टार्ट स्टेट जिसको हम बोलते हैं। नाउ यहां से हम इसको मूव करते हैं डाउन अप्लाई करके, हम यहाँ पे डाउन अप्लाई करेंगे तो क्या होगा, यहाँ पे 5, ये दोनों के जो प्लेसेस होगी वो स्विच हो जाएगी। दैट मींस हमारे पास नया एक स्टेट आएगा, वो होगा 4 8 5 एंड 7 6 0। ओके, लेट मी चेंज हियर, यहाँ पे मैं चेंज करूंगा हियर 5 एंड 0 0 और डैश। ओके, हम इसको एम्प्टी स्टेट को 0 से डिफाइन करेंगे। नाउ द नेक्स्ट स्टेप हमारा क्या होगा, हम यहाँ पे लेफ्ट अप्लाई करेंगे। तो लेफ्ट के लिए हम यूज, तो लेफ्ट के लिए क्या होगा, 4 8 5 एज इट इज रहेगा एंड देन 7 6 5 7 0 एंड 6। ओके, तो चेंजेस क्या होंगे, नाउ वी विल अप्लाई अप। ओके, तो अप के लिए we will do 4 0 5, okay, and 7 8 6। तो 7 8 6 हो गया, दैट मींस यहाँ पे आ जाए एंड डैश यहाँ होगा, एंड द नेक्स्ट स्टेप हमारा होगा 1 2 3। अब यहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे, हम यहाँ पे राइट अप्लाई करेंगे, 5 और ब्लैंक की स्विच हो जाएगी, तो 4 5 0 एंड 7 8 6। ओके, तो चेंजेस क्या होंगे यहाँ पे, 5 एंड 0। नाउ द नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज 1 2 3 4 5 एंड 6। ये मैंने क्या किया, यहाँ पे मैंने डाउन अप्लाई किया, दैट मींस ये दोनों की स्विच हो जाएगी प्लेसेस, तो यहाँ पे आएगा 7 8 एंड 0। अब ये चेंजेस को जैसे ही हम फ्लक्चुएट करते हैं तो हमारे पास सॉल्यूशन कुछ इस तरह से आएगा। As you can see, this both are matching. Now the thing is कि ये प्रॉब्लम को हमने सॉल्व किया, लेकिन हमें यहाँ पे क्या क्या करना है, हमने यहाँ पे इनिशियल स्टेट से जो फाइनल स्टेट पे आए तो हमारा पाथ कॉस्ट कितना हुआ वो हमें देखना है। तो पाथ कॉस्ट दैट मींस यहाँ पे फर्स्ट स्टेप, सेकंड स्टेप, थर्ड स्टेप, फोर्थ स्टेप एंड फिफ्थ स्टेप। तो हमारा टोटल पाथ कॉस्ट क्या होगा, 5। दैट मींस हम ये जो ब्लैंक स्टेट है उसको हम 5 टाइम्स मूव करेंगे तो हमारे पास सॉल्यूशन आ जाएगा। सो इस तरह से आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस में हम 8 पजल प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। तो दिस वाज द इजीएस्ट एग्जांपल। In the next video we will see heuristic search and many other topics. Thank you so much for watching my video.
Okay, therefore this is nothing but 8 puzzle problem. We have to apply certain rules, then and then we can arrange all these numbers in a given sequence or in a goal state. Therefore that rules are known as artificial intelligence. Now characteristics of production systems. Production systems provide us with good ways of describing the operations that can be performed in a search for a solution to a problem. At this time, two questions may arise. Can production systems be described by a set of characteristics? And how can they be easily implemented? What relationships are there between the problem types and the types of production systems well suited for solving the problems? To answer these questions, first consider the following definitions of classes of production systems. A monotonic production system is a production system in which the application of a rule never prevents the latter application of another rule that could also have been applied at the time the first rule was selected. A non-monotonic production system is one in which this is not true. A partially communicative production system is a production system with property that if the application of a particular sequence of rules transforms state P into state Q, then any combination of those rules that is allowable also transforms state P into state Q. A communicative production system is a production system that is both monotonic and partially commutative. Now, next method is there, that is state space search. Similar to production system, state space is another method of problem representation that facilitates easy search. Using this method, one can also find a path from start state to goal state while solving a problem. A state space basically consists of four components. First, a set S containing start states of the problem. Second, a set G containing goal states of the problem. Third, set of nodes, that is states in the graph or tree. Each node represents the state in problem solving process. Then fourth step, set of arcs containing connecting nodes. Each arc corresponds to operator that is a step in a problem solving process. A solution path is a path through the graph from a node in S to a node in G. The main objective of search algorithm is to determine a solution path in the graph. There may be more than one solution path, as there may be more than one ways of solving the problem. One would exercise a choice between various solution paths based on some criteria of goodness or on some heuristic function. Commonly used approach is to apply appropriate operator to transfer one state of problem to another. It is similar to production system search method where we use production rules instead of operators. Now defining problem as a state space search. To solve the problem of playing a game, we require the rules of the game and targets for winning as well as representing positions in the game. The opening position can be defined as the initial state and the winning position as a goal state. Moves from initial state to other goal states leading to the goal state follow legally. However, the rules are far too abundant in most games, especially in chess, where they exceed the number of particles in the universe. Thus, the rules cannot be supplied accurately and computer programs cannot handle easily. The storage also represents another problem, but searching can be achieved by hashing. The number of rules that can be used must be minimized and the set can be created by expressing each rule in a form as possible. The representation of games leads to a state space representation and it is common for well organized games with some structure. This representation allows for the formal definition of a problem that needs the movement from a set of initial positions to one of a set of target positions. It means the solution involves using known techniques and a systematic search. This is quite a common method in artificial intelligence. Therefore, this is the theory. You will understand this state space search by seeing the video of the problem. This theory we have to study still. Therefore, state space search. A state space represents a problem in terms of states and operators that changes states. State means basically you are knowing, you can consider water. Water is having three states: ice, that is liquid, and then vapor. like these states are there. Therefore, a state space consists of first a representation of the states the system can be in. For example, in a board game, the board represents the current state of the game. A set of operators that can change one state into another state. In a board game, the operators are the legal moves from any given state. Often the operators are represented as programs that change a state representation to represent the new state. Then third, an initial state. Fourth, a set of final states. Some of these may be desirable, others undesirable. This set is often represented implicitly by a program that detects terminal states. Therefore, this state space search, one problem is there, that is water jug problem. This is the famous problem. We are going to see the video. In the water jug problem, in artificial intelligence, we are provided with two jugs, one having the capacity to hold 3 gallons or 3 liters of water, and the other has the capacity to hold 4 gallons of water or 4 liters of water. There is no other measuring equipment available, and the jugs also do not have any kind of marking on them. So the agent's task here is to fill 4-gallon jug or 4-liter jug with 2 gallons of water, that is 2 liters of water, and by using only these two jugs and no other material, initially both of our jugs are empty. So to solve this problem, following set of rules were proposed. Therefore, these rules are there. Therefore, before seeing these rules, we'll see these two videos, and then you will understand. These two jugs are there, one 4-liter and another 3-liter. Therefore, what is our target? Now these two jugs are empty. Our target is that we have to, there should be 2 liters of water either in one of the jug, either in 3-liter jug or either in 4-liter jug. Therefore, we'll see this video, then you will understand these two videos.
Grammarly can help you write quickly and confidently, so you never have to slow down at work. Instant corrections make your writing mistake-free.
हेलो फ्रेंड्स, इस वीडियो में हम डिस्कस करेंगे
पोलावर नसल्यापैकी त्यांनी
हमारे पास x plus y यानी x इसको अगर फुल कर this is not visible मैंने कहा है तो आप इधर note down कर लीजिए। Now the next you can say अगर ये rules को हम apply करने के लिए there are बहुत सारी methods हैं जिससे हम ये चीज को apply So let us see. Now here हम problem को solve करेंगे तो problem को कैसे solve
Thinking of tracking a data scientist role at a top tech company? Well, the research data says that
और मैंने यहाँ पे 10 plus structure बनाया हुआ है सिर्फ problem solve but problem solve करने से पहले rules को यानी कि rule number 1 2 3 4 5 actually यहाँ पे दो रूल है exponential तो टोटल यहाँ पे हमारे पास 9 रूल्स है नंबर अब ये टेबल जो है ये टेबल को फिल अप करना है बट इनिशियली हमारे पास 0 नाउ द फर्स्ट स्टेप हमने इससे पहले डिस्कस किया था फर्स्ट स्टेप हमारा क्या है कि हम y को फिल अप करें तो y को फिल अप करने वाला यहाँ पे कौन सा रूल है बिकॉज़ y को यहाँ पे रूल नंबर 2 फिल अप करना है तो यहाँ पे हम y की वैल्यू 3 और x की वैल्यू 0 डिफाइन करेंगे एंड द रूल नंबर हम अप्लाई करेंगे नाउ ये जो जो भी क्वांटिटी है हमें x के अंदर ट्रांसफर करना है तो यहाँ पे ये रूल है that is x y x plus y c y के ऊपर जो होगा वो x plus y नेक्स्ट रूल इज कि y को वापस फिल अप करते हैं तो y को वापस फिल अप करते हैं हमारे पास है सेकंड रूल तो हम अप्लाई करते हैं तो इसके बाद हमारा नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या है जब हम फिल करेंगे तो यहाँ पे हो जाएगा 4 और यहाँ पे हो जाएगा 2 अब यहाँ पे हमारा डिजायर्ड आंसर आ गया लेकिन कई बार ऐसा होता है कि क्वेश्चन मतलब ओनली टू वाले चैप्टर में जाते हैं तो आपको रूल्स को कुछ एक्सटेंड करना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे हमें 4 लीटर वाले जब को हम पहले एम्प्टी करते हैं तो यहाँ पे कौन सा रूल अप्लाई होगा फिफ्थ रूल अप्लाई होगा और दूसरे वीडियोस आगे के लेते हैं एंड बाकी सब्जेक्ट्स के आगे अपलोड करेंगे
Okay, now this is the first video. Another video we'll see. Already these videos I have shared with you.
we are going to discuss about water jet problem. This is one important problem is so water jet problem is nothing but like we have two jets. One is 4 liter capacity. So 3 liter. Now the condition is we have so we can fill that there is no marking in the jar. When you want to fill it, pour some water out. In this video, we are going to discuss about water. There is no marking in the jar. And we can even pour half of the cup and all, but the exactly problem is the marking that we have to. Okay, just one is 4 liter capacity. The output is exactly 3 liter capacity of water in one. Now the condition is we have unlimited water in so we can another jar. That is this is the condition. So when you want to fill it, you can fill it to the top. Like when you want to jar and 3 liter jar doesn't contain pour some water out. We have to pour it and finally there is no mass. We should have 2,0 or half of the condition. So here we draw a search tree accordingly. When you want to draw a search tree, it actually starts from 0, 0 representation. So first 0 for 4 liter jar and second 0 for 3 liter jar. So initially both are 0. So either we can fill 4 liter jar fully, 3 liter jar fully. Two possibilities out of it, one is 0, 3 or 4, 0. Now in this case, the next step is either we pour 4 liter of water here or empty this 3 liter jar, or we can pour this 3 liters of water into this 4 liter jar. Actually, 3 possibilities are there. Since it is in a looping condition, I just take 2 only. Okay. So in this step, this 3 liters of water is poured into 4 liter jar. So 0 over here. So it is 3, 0. Or one more possibility is that this jar can be filled in completely. So you'll have a condition as 4, 3. Or one more condition is you can pour this 3 liter jar. In this video, we are going to discuss it also possible. But if you pour it out, it comes as 0, 0 again. So it is a looping condition. So having it included in the tree structure, and similarly for this branch, here 4 liter jar is completely filled. One way is pour 4 liter water into 3 liter jar until it is filled. So you will have a situation as 1, 3, or we can fill this 3 liter jar completely. So we'll have a state as 4, 3. Okay, or else we can pour the water that is there in 4 liter jar outside. So that is also possible. It is considered looping condition. I haven't included it. So similarly, all possible situations are analyzed. The next step, and finally, sometimes it leads to a solution. So one possible solution is when we take this branch, it goes to 0, 2, and this branch actually goes to 2, 0. Okay, so here the main objective of water jet problem is to reach 0, 2 in the shortest path. Okay, so whichever node reaches in a shortest way, so that will be taken as a final solution. Okay. So and one more thing is like it comes under an uninformed search. We exactly don't know which step to proceed each and every time. Okay, so either to fill 3 liter jar first or 4 liter jar first, none of the information is given by the user. Okay, so it is done automatically and sometimes it ends up in a loop structure too. Okay, the repetitions will be this. So 0, 3 is here, 0, 3 is here. So it calls the function again. And a few of the branches will keep on growing. Okay, so these are all the problems that is there in water jet problem. And one way, like I have used an prediction rule representation for representing this. Okay, so here this is one way of representation of water jet problem. Each tubules are represented as X and Y. X represent 4 liter jet and Y represent 3 liter jet. Okay, so first rule is we can fill the 4 liter jet or 3 liter jet fully. Okay, so here it derives to 2 rules. First, when 4 liter jet is completely filled, it is 4, Y. It will become as 4, Y, provided that X is the 4 liter jet is empty or it is less than the value of that the quantity of water is less than 4 liters. And similarly, filling 3 liter jar, and here also the quantity should be less than 3. So this is one way, or we can empty the content. When you are emptying 4 liter jug, it comes as 0, Y. When you are emptying 3 liter jug, it comes as X, 0. So whatever is there in X and Y remain as it is only this jug. Whichever you are pouring out, that will become 0. And the condition, precondition is at least some value should be there, some amount of water should be there in this place. And the next one is some amount of water is poured from one jug to another jug. Okay, so here few amount, no, empty some water. Emptying in the sense few amount of water is poured out. Okay, and this D actually denotes some amount. Okay, and these are all the basic conditions, and this is a very important rule. Okay, so this rule actually says that you're going to fill up the water from one jug to other. Okay, so here this 4-liter jug is completely filled using the water that is taken from 3-liter jug. Okay, it means that already you have some quantity of water that is being mixed. Okay, and why? It also has some
Hello, I think some problem is there. Video is not looking, but audio is coming. Please bear. Let this video will finish.
some amount of water is poured from this Y, right? Okay, so the maximum capacity of this 4-liter jug is 4 minus already the water level that is there in 4 is in this jug is X. Okay, so this 4 minus X quantity of water is poured from Y to X to make it completely full. Okay, so end result is you have 4-liter in this jug and Y minus this 4 minus X quantity of water that is taken out of this jug. Right, so that will be removed from this jug. And the same process is repeated for it. We are pouring some water from X jug to Y. Okay, like the formula is again used by the C. Okay, you can check it out with this formula. Okay, so this is 7th and 8th rule. And similarly, we have 2 more rules. We are going to pour all the water from Y to X, so Y will be 0 and X will have X plus Y water, and similarly all the water from X will be poured to Y. So these are all the possible actions that can be performed using the rules. Like using these rules, we can fill up the condition like this, using this rule, like based on the situation, you can apply the rule and find a solution for it. Okay, so this is all about what is it.
Okay. Now, these rules already we have seen. Now again, same example is there. 3 jugs are there, 8-liter, 5-liter and 3-liter. We have to achieve the condition that there should be 4 liters of water in these 2 jugs, in 8-liter jug and in 5-liter jug. Therefore, our start state is 800. 800 means what? Here 8 liters of water is there in the jug. Here 0 liter, here 0 liter. Now what we have to do? Next condition is 503. Means what we have done? We have transferred 3 liters of water from this 8 liters of jug in this 3 liters of jug. Therefore, condition is 503. Then step 2 is 530. That is, we have transferred these 3 liters of water in this 5 liters of jug. That is 530. Then next step, step 3. We have transferred 3 liters of water in this 3 liters of jug. That is 233. 1 minute, please. Hello. Okay. Therefore, this is what we have done. 251. That is, we have transferred these 2 liters of water in this 5 liters of jug from this 3 liters of jug. Therefore, 251. Next step 5 is 701. That is, we have transferred this 5 liters of water from 5 liter jug to 8 liters of jug. That is 701. Then step 6. 710. That is we have transferred 1 liter of water from this 3 liter subject to this 5 liter subject. That is 710. Then next step is 413. That is we have transferred 3 liters of water to this 3 liter subject from this 8 liter subject. Then next is again we have to transfer this 3 liters of water from this 3 liter subject to 5 liter subject. Therefore, condition will reach, that is 440. Therefore, this is our goal state. Now this missionaries and cannibals problem, this we will see in next lecture. Now we will stop here. Let me take your attendance.